Hey guys, welcome back to The Real Starfighter, and in today's episode, I want to talk about Starship Troopers and why I'm excited for the new video game, Starship Troopers Terran Command. I want to start off with a brief history of Starship Troopers games, and of course we have to start with the Avalon Hill bookcase game, Starship Troopers. Now, this game was based off of the Robert A. Heinlein novel from 1959 and featured many iconic scenarios such as fighting the skinnies and arachnids, Operation Bughouse. All those great scenarios and stories from the book are featured in this game. The next game I want to talk about is Starship Troopers Terran Ascendancy, and it is a fan favorite that was made by Microprose in 2000. This RTS game featured iconic missions from the Starship Troopers movie starring Casper Van Dien, such as Klendathu. Terran Ascendancy also featured powered armor that was inspired by the 1959 novel. You could earn that armor by playing the game or just by going into the files and boosting your trooper's starting experience. I have to say I really enjoyed this game very much. Unfortunately, I never beat it because the game was really hard for a 6-year-old to play, and because of the game's very specific requirements, it was hard to run on other computers. But I still have very fond memories of this game, and I have always wanted to replay it. I'm sure others do too, hence why Terran Command is also an RTS game and features a similar title. There was even a Starship Troopers first-person shooter. Now, this game came out in 2005, and I've only played the demo for it a few times, and when the game came out, I could never find a copy because it was printed once and it was not very vastly printed. I wish it would have come out for a console like PS2 or Xbox because it would have been easier to play on now, and I think more people would have bought it because it looked like a really fun game. But for the little I've played of it and from what I've seen, it's exactly as I imagined. Lonely cap troopers fighting a zillion bugs. The last game I want to talk about is the Starship Troopers role-playing game. To me, this is the ultimate collection of the Starship Troopers franchise, because it mixes the lore from the book, films, and of course, the Starship Troopers TV show, Roughnecks. The Roughnecks TV show was very much based off of the Heinlein novel. All the characters wore powered suits, just like the novel, and featured a variety of walkers such as the Chicken Walker and Gorilla Walker that we see used by Doc and Gossard. So why am I excited for the Starship Troopers Terran Command video game? For one, I'm excited we're getting a new Starship Troopers video game. It's been a while. It's been 15 years since the last one, and this one's going to be easily available because it's being sold on Steam. I think that's what contributed to the success and longevity of the bookcase game was it was sold and made by Avalon Hill, a very popular gaming company. Steam is a very popular video game company, so I'm hoping that popularity will help push it out the doors and help the Starship Troopers franchise. I'm also excited that we get to replay missions, or at least scenarios, from famous missions like Klendathu or the Whiskey Outpost. Not to mention that we get to pilot and command iconic things such as the Marauder suits from Starship Troopers 3. I thought those were the coolest things from that movie and actually from the franchise because we actually got to see a bigger Marauder suit that was kind of like a modern version of a super soldier weapon for the humans in this franchise. One thing I'm really hoping that we get, though, is that we get the full Starship Troopers media at our disposal. I really want a whole squad of troopers from the Roughnecks TV show, and I want to be able to use the various Marauder suits like the Ape Walker and the Chicken Walker, and even the Marauder suits that were featured in the Terran Ascendancy video game. I really like powered suits, and I really want to even see the ones from the new animated movies, such as Invasion and Traders of Mars. To me, those suits represent where Starship Troopers is now. Those are modern versions of what Heinlein designed for his novel, and they're being commanded and used by characters we fell in love with, such as Casper Van Dien's Johnny Rico. Anyway, that's what I'm excited about. What are you excited about? Leave a comment telling me. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel. This place crawls, and remember, always check your six.